This story appears in ESPN the magazine's November 13 QB Crossroads issue. Subscribe today. On a brisk fall afternoon 30 minutes west of downtown Minneapolis, a sopping wet Jimmy Butler sits shotgun in my parked rental car wearing only his boxers and my borrowed socks, and we're wondering where it all went wrong. "This is your fault," says the Timberwolves prize acquisition. He dials the heater to 11. He's not entirely mistaken. Our questionable teamwork here in the land of 10,000 lakes has landed the three-time All-Star in one of those lakes, shoulders first. It's the latest twist in a welcome tour that began with Butler's introductory news conference in June, following his trade from the Bulls, at which he broadcast his cell number and invited his critics to hit him up. That gag would fry his phone within 10 minutes. But Butler welcomes a challenge, and he's got a big one in leading a nascent super team with young stars Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, while at times shielding them from coach Tom Thibodeau, the taskmaster who drafted Butler in Chicago. Work can wait for tomorrow, though. The original plan for this preseason off day, as Butler put it in happier times, have some fun in the outdoors, as Minnesotans do. Now? As he sits by the shores of Lake Independence, shivering, just a short drive from his home outside the Twin Cities, it's not going as planned, says the half-naked guy in my car. 2 p.m. Our day in the great outdoors begins under gray skies at the edge of the lake, where I find a canoe and a 6'8" forward from Tomball, Texas. We divvy up the gear, which includes exactly 2 life jackets. ESPN: How much of an outdoorsman are you? Butler: I built a fort when I was little, with pillows and blankets. Can't be too hard. Let's start by putting on our life preservers. Oh, yeah, I need both of them. I can't swim. Seriously. So if I tore the vest off you and tossed you in, I'd sue you. You really want my life preserver too? Yeah, I wasn't playing around. I need both. Already we're falling apart at the seams. See, this new team thing isn't as easy as it looks. 2:20 p.m. With our 2 life jackets strapped to his sternum, Butler, who is widely considered to be among the NBA's toughest and most indefatigable ballers, claims the canoe's stern. This reporter, who is widely considered to be a wimp, takes the bow. As we paddle out, guess who's doing most of the work? Are you seriously not gonna help? I'm helping, as the captain and brains of the operation. Screams, ah, hell no. No. What? Oh. Thought I saw an octopus. Are there any sharks out here? Don't think so. Because if something swims beneath me, it is complete abort mission, and I am jumping out of this boat. How's life as the new guy in town? It's cool. We got a really young team and everybody's down to listen. And I'm likable, right? You are likable, gentlemen. Minnesota is legit. There's so much space to run, like back home in Texas. I'm country at heart. I love doing normal stuff, like back in my rookie year when nobody knew who I was and I could grab dinner and have normal conversations. How did we get here, Jimmy? I mean, literally? I was in Paris with my friends Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, James Harden, and I get the call from my agent. So I look over to D Wade and I'm like, yo, D, I'm out. Minnesota. He's laughing, haha, okay. Then his phone blows up. Jimmy got traded to Minnesota. He looks over and I'm like, yeah, I just told you that. Then I got a call from Thibs. He's excited, I'm excited. Then out of nowhere he's like, we'll talk about it later. Enjoy your time in Paris. I was like, what? I thought he'd want me to fly back and work out 16 times. Why did the Bulls trade you? I probably did a lot of things that they didn't like maybe the way I would talk to my peers or coaches. People don't work as hard as I do. They don't expect the same things out of the game that I do. And I said from the beginning it was either gonna be me or the Fred Hoiberg route. And rightfully so, they took Fred. Good for them. But I got that game marked on my calendar. February 9th, baby, I'm back. Oh, man, they better hope I go 0 for 30, 'cause every basket I score, I'm looking over at the bench and I got something to say. But I'm so happy to be here. Sometimes you just gotta appreciate it, man. 3 p.m. we paddle back to shore and I hop out 10 feet from dry land. Suddenly I hear Augich. It's the strangest sound I've ever heard, and it's coming from Jimmy, as he flips the canoe and gets baptized in the waters of Lake Independence. I rush over to yank him out of the lake. Oh my God! That water is cold. Anybody within a 5-mile radius can hear my laughter. Good thing I had on my life jackets. We're in knee-deep water. 3:10 p.m. Back in my rental car, we wait for Jimmy's assistant to run home for dry threads. Fans begin to gather around our ride hoping to score a photo with their local star. I exit to run interfere.